For my next trick, I will just need a single playing card. The card is of course examinable at the beginning of the effect, and since the idea of this trick is to balance the card on the back of my hand can be examined too if there's going on some sticky stuff or something like that. Once the spectator is sure that nothing is gimmicked or kind of something fishy is going on, you can start doing the effect. The card gets placed on the back of your hand. The key here is steady hand, and without any magnets or wires you are able to balance the card. Once you're done, as at the beginning of the effect, the spectator can take the card and examine it. If you like the trick, go ahead and leave a thumbs up right now on the video. That's been said, let's start with the explanation. So here is the explanation for the effect. The only thing you need except for the playing card is a thumb tip. This is something you can get very cheaply at any magic store, and once you have this at home, you can basically immediately perform the effect. One quick tip when you use it, the perfect angle to use a thumb tip is not this, or this, it is this, okay? So you're basically pointing towards the spectator. The only thing the spectator sees is the tip of your thumb, which then gives the illusion of your thumb being real. Okay, just a quick note you should keep in mind. The other thing is, when you perform this effect, you don't want the thumb tip to be pressed against your thumb very tightly, because otherwise it gets quite hard to pull it off during the effect. Okay, and at this point I already revealed the effect actually. However, I'm gonna go through it more detailed now. Once you have a card selected, I'm just using a random card. When you take it, notice you want to point against the spectator with your thumb, okay, or just rest on the side. Okay, so your hand is resting on the side, there is no attention going there. Show the playing card and take it into this hand. Notice the thumb tip is now covered by a playing card. Again, no worries about flashing it. To perform the effect, you first start giving it out for examination. Notice again, when I give it away with the other hand, I immediately point towards the spectators or rest on my side. Once the card has been examined, you take it back, covering the thumb tip, turn around your hand and show there is no sticky stuff going on. Let them touch your hand. Now the secret part begins. When you pivot your hand back here, okay, you are gonna give the playing card into this hand. At least this is what the spectator imagines happening. What you actually do is this. You take this, pivot, and take this into the other hand. So you're basically transferring the thumb tip from here to here. Okay? So you're here, touch. At this point, you're almost done. You are going to come with the playing card on top of your hand. Of course, the thumb tip is always covered by the playing card. Once it touches your hand, just put the thumb tip on the back of your hand. Of course, at this angle it gets a little harder for me to perform it. However, once it is balanced on the back of your hand, okay, you can just rest the playing card against it and it will balance. At this point, I'm shaking because the angle is quite strange for me to perform at. However, now you can move your hands above and beneath to show there is no wires or... So let's do this again. It is quite hard, as I've said before, to perform it at this angle. However, the thumb tip is resting on the back of your hand, and then the playing card basically lies against it, okay? Which then gives the illusion of the card balancing. Once you're done, no magnets, no wires, you're gonna lift them up at the same time, okay? And now, as you give the playing card back to this hand, notice your thumb basically slides back into it. You show the back now, give it out for examination. Notice I'm pointing towards the spectators or rest on my side, and as I'm resting you can ditch it into your pocket, but you do not have to do that. So you're here, lift them up at the same time, transfer the playing card from this hand to this. As you slide your thumb in, show the back of the card, give it out for examination this way, or this way, or that way. And once you're done, you are done. Nothing more to examine. The spectator does not know that something like this exists, at least most of them. They did examine your hand, they did examine the playing card, and they do examine it a last time before the trick ends. And that's basically it. This is probably one of my favorite effects to use the thumb tip. It is not a classic way, it's not a classic use of the thumb tip. However, this is something for card tricksters, card magicians, card trick magicians, whatever you call yourself. And that's basically it. Here, balance, lift up, slide, show, give it up out for examination. And this is basically it. If you enjoyed this effect, go ahead, perform it yourselves. Share your videos with me in the comment section below. If you liked it, comment in the comment section below and leave a thumbs up on this video. Yeah, that's it. I'll see you next time.